Hi everyone, it's Ella here. I have some thoughts I want to show you. I did share in another video, but I don't think some people have seen it because it was part of the statue and part of one of the 7 wonders. So here we go, let's have a look. And these are massive. So comes in here like this. And it's absolutely amazing how intricate it is, and it's like it's layered. It's got massive and little ones. Oh, sorry for it spinning like that. And then it goes into like a citadel. And as you can see, all the different shapes here and the different levels. It's absolutely beautiful how well it's done. And considering like concrete wasn't supposed to have existed. Massive walls there. Looks like a little ramp down there. I just find it so interesting. Like these look a lot older than what they're saying they are. So then when you come over here, you got this bit here. And as I said in the other video, if you find one fort, try and look in the direction to where most of it is pointing, and generally it'll lead you to another one close by. So this whole island is part of another fort. It's just like a fort on a fort on a fort. So there's another little one in here with a moat. This one looks like they've been doing a bit of work on digging it out. You got this bit down the bottom here. Comes up. Probably had a bit more up here. You can see the other line for the star there. Look how high those walls are. Fort Manol. That's it. Look how high those walls are. They're massive. So, as Charlie was saying, it looks like we had a common enemy, and who were we, or what were we trying to stop from getting in to these places? I mean, they say the populations had only so many thousand in each town. Well, why did they have all these big forts if there were such small populations? A lot of this seems to be buried underground here and here. Just like the narrative of it just doesn't make sense. Look how deep it goes. So it's just absolutely stunning. It's like a little one there. It's like a big one with a little one and a little one, all just stacked on top of each other. Obviously the moats have become the roads now. Fortifactionsof Valletta. I'll drop a link in the description for you guys to check it out. So there's another bit to it. So there's the first bit, there's the second bit, another bit here. There would have been another bit there. And even that wall is massive, it's high. I think that's a bridge there, so that probably would have been like a moat or a ravelin. And you can see how deep this goes. It's just unreal. Look how high up. Looks like a road goes under there. This looks like a gate into it. Towers there. And you always see the geometric gardens in with the shapes. Well, I do. Towers almost on every corner. Just so intricate and amazing for the time that they're saying. Fort St. Angelo. Yeah, I just find it really interesting in some of the places that I've found recently. You just wouldn't expect them in these places. I found thousands in India, and the dates, go back to the time of the Old Testament. So, how were these places built? I don't believe the population could have done it, because they said most of the population, it didn't have these numbers like we have today. And just everywhere you look in this place there's another starfort. There's another one here, but it's been turned into a refinery, or a site for a refinery. And as I said, you always see these running tracks near these places. Are these running tracks like a cover-up? Nice docks to park the boats in, dry docks. So this is part of the outer bit of it. How big it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it goes up into the next bit. You can see the shapes there, and another one there. And this is joining the one I just showed you. Just wondering if anyone had seen these forts before. I said I did share them in the other video, but I don't know if many people saw them. So here it looks like they're doing a bit of digging out on it. Tower there. Looks like it's had a bit of damage done on this side to it. So I went back a few years, and yeah, they seem to be clearing this one out. You can see it a little bit clearer. It seems to have a dock or a jetty that went out. they've made good use of the moats and building stuff in them. But I'd be very interested to know, how deep does the tunnel system in these go? And why was there a need for all of this? We got one here, and then we got another one here. What were they protecting, or what were they hiding from? And why did all these cities need to have walls? This is another one of them. You can see the holes where they had the retracting guns there. I wish we could go back further on the dates and look at photos, from the 40s or before the war and see how big these places were. There's another one here. Big moat. I think these were added around World War II time. Those ones. Because you see them in Australia a lot, them. So this one is just massive. As I said, you always see these running tracks. This bit here looks like they've been doing a bit of building or renovating on it. A couple of shipping containers there by the look of it, so you can see where it comes through like that, in like that. Obviously it's had more to it, but they've chopped it out. It would have had another bit here. And it joins onto these ones here because you can see the shape. It goes like that, up into this one, out to there. That's the other thing, they don't seem to teach trigonometry or any of these sort of ways of mathematical equations anymore. It's just calculators and computers doing everything. And the many levels of it. How did they build it up? See the outer edge bit there. It's had some damage to it there. One of the walls was along here somewhere. I did mark them out after I read it on Wikipedia. But yeah, it's just a shame that it's all been hidden and, we don't know. So I thought you might enjoy this quick video I thought I'd share with you. Shared that bit. The names are here if you want to have a squeeze on the map yourself. But I will leave the links in the description so you can check them out. And this bit here, you can see where they've built on top of the old star fort, because you can see the layers of the levels of it. You can barely just make it out. There's that running track again. And another one. Saw a bit down by here before it had a Martello tower, so there's like gun. It's now a children's playground, but they look like gun placement things. And this is an old site of the fort as well. Would have been where the rampant bit was. Might be a lighthouse there by the look of that shadow. So yeah, there's a lighthouse there on that bit there. But yeah, you can clearly see where they have built on top. That one's a casino, by the look of it. Yeah. Corrupted man with the idol of money. You can see here the shapes of it. I hope you find this interesting because it is just massive. I had no idea this was here. I've never been overseas apart from Fraser Island or Green Island, Great Keppel Island, Daydream Island off the Queensland coast. So here's another one here. Here's another one here. It's just amazing that it's still there, perhaps because, you know, there's so many buildings there. It's just amazing. I hope everyone's doing okay in life and no one that you know in your family is sick or you know, you're not suffering too much at the moment. Life will get better. Okay, so there's Medina Tower. It's probably a watchtower. Probably an old lighthouse. Probably another tower, I think it is. Yeah, it's the same. Two of them. That one and that one. It's one of the older parts to it. You can see the older style brick castle sort of thing. You got a tower there. But you can still sort of clearly see some of the shapes. Probably divided up into land. Sold off. A rotunda. Oh, look how beautiful that is inside. And there's a theory that the rotundas are like a transportation, or a teleportation sort of device. That's what we're sort of looking into. And these beautiful geometric shapes, you see them in Russia, you see them in India. Look how well it's done. Is that to signify, you know, from above that it's a, you know, Starfort City, part of a certain mob or a race? Another one here, and look how beautiful that is, perched on top of a hill. As I said, I just wish we could go back further in the dates with the photos. It's like being whitewashed, that concrete. They would look nice in their day when they did have the water in them. Wonder if they had like crocodiles or piranhas in them. It's a joke, guys. Come on, lighten up. And sometimes I'm finding our marketplace and I come back and for some reason it's not where I want it to be. This bit I marked off, it's a megalithic temple in Pimlico, Roman remains at Brassia. Right. So obviously something's happened here. Dare say it would have been like the other side of a star fort sort of design. Similar shapes to the other, and I dare say it's been pummeled pretty hard. We got another one here that is in ruins or completely covered in mud. One of them, because that's all that's left and sticking out. A couple of towers. That's all that's left. These, not much left. I wanted to show you, it's just a little bit, it's weird, it's beautiful, but it's weird. Microphone stopped recording. Okay, here's one I found covered in mud. And looks pretty old. So as I said, I'd like to find older maps, older photos. And you can see here where they had the retracting guns there. You can see the flat, faint outline of the shape. Another fort ruins here. There's another one down here. This was another part of it. You can just see the faint line where it comes up here. It's probably covered in mud. Seems to be a tunnel entry in here. Don't know where the tunnel goes, but probably under the road up there. Or it could have been an old entry into the fort in the hill. There's another one here. Here's the outline of the star fort there. Similar to the other one I showed, the first one I showed you. You can see the shape down here. And then you got like a little castle thing there. Another old castle fort site there. seem to have like a defense on every corner of it. This part of it's been dug out. Don't know what they removed there. More of it there. And I'm not sure what was here, but there was something there. You can clearly see the round shape. Might have had a Martello tower. Another tower here. Similar to the other tower on the other side. Probably something was up the top here that they're digging out. And then you got another one of these towers here. And the arrow. So obviously there was something there. It's been covered up in mud. As well as here. So I hope you find this interesting. If I'm boring you, I'm sorry, but I know there's lots of people out there that enjoy these videos. Another tower there. I think I'm back to where I showed you the original towers. This is part of the old fort as well. Yeah, I'm back to the other side. So this was just a really interesting find. I found this when I was going through the 7 Wonders of the old world, in which I'm still working on the rest. I've got more to come with that. I love these ocean pools. There's one in Sydney. Big one there again. This was the massive one. It's huge. And this one, as I said before, it's covered in mud. So thank you for watching. If you're still here with me, I appreciate it. But that was a lot of star forts on one little island. Why so many? This is how many I found. And I haven't done this tower yet. I'll have a quick look and see what I can find. Any noticeable ones for you. So we've got a Starfort Citadel on top of a little hill here. Or it's just probably been covered up in dirt. Another one of the old ones. Left out because it's like a temple ruins, which I find very interesting. Then there's this beautiful parish church, 2 bell towers, right in the middle, right there. Some more of the older forts. Another one here. It's more like a Martello tower, that shape. So this one, you can clearly see the ravelins and the bastions of it. The points on it. Looks like it's had a bit of damage done to the outer defensive wall. It's in ruins down here on this end. Must have a little tunnel that it goes, you can go up in through there and then through another gate tunnel, and then same through this bit here. Moved it forward on the date so we have a newer photo of it. Clearly see it a bit better. They've sort of turned it into like a resort sort of thing. But you can clearly see where it's all been modified. Now down here in Wikipedia it said that this part was also part of the fort. So it's obviously been covered in ash and mud as well. It's probably like the first ones I showed you. Yeah, it says here that this was a fort here too. There. And this bit down here, they're towers. This was once part of a fort as well. It's one of those other, towers that I showed you before. Thank you very much for watching. These are the two that I've just shown you. And it was some really beautiful forts. Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate any comments or, any recommendations as to an area that you'd like to see. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you, bye.